donkey at the gym, man. Like a mix between a camel and a donkey.
That's right.
Like she was on the treadmill. Like
You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
I was like, man, yo, are we ready to go? Oh, hey, we gonna cut that out.
No, we see the truth. We see the truth.
Hey, what's up? Back at Black Men Vent. Thank you for coming in. Brought to you in part by intellectualradio.com, where we feed your brain. We got a full house tonight. We got a good show going. Tonight is gonna be dope, man. Let me get to some introductions. We're gonna go on down the line. We're gonna do a Soul Train style. What's up? To the right of me, I have the man as he stands, Quest07. What's up, brother?
What's good?
What's been good with the week, man?
Another week down.
Another week down.
Feels like we was here yesterday.
Hammer Brothers.
Yep,
knocking it on down, man. And then next to him, we have a special guest tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Jasmine Turner. How are you doing?
Hi, thanks for having me, guys. Well,
Thanks for coming. Mm-hmm. So how was your week?
It was great. I just got back from New York. I was on a little bit of a vacation.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a matchmaker. He didn't say that part, so I took away from
We're just gonna get to that. Yeah.
doing any serious work. I was in New York, so
it was business or a pleasure?
It originally was business.
Originally didn't turn to pleasure?
Well, I was there for 7 days, 6 days.
Yeah,
I
that's
was there for a
enough.
week,
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
enough
So, and my
pleasure.
girls from college lived there, so I had a really great time. Shout out
Dope.
to New York.
New York is dope. From New York. And then sitting next to her is a super bomb ready to blow.
Yeah, because I am here today as my alias Lucius Very. Lucius Very. So be prepared for Lucius Very today. You don't get Big Country today.
Who is Lucius Very? Tell us about him.
Lucius Very.
I was gonna introduce him as Big Country, but this is Lucius
Very.
Is that with a V or a B?
Very.
Very.
Lucius is very.
No, Lucius Very.
Is it VAR?
Yep.
Or okay.
Yep.
Very like it varies. Not very like berry with a B.
No.
Berry.
We don't do berries over here.
Lucius. Because I was like, that's a good pimp name.
I know it. I already know it. The
10
10 toes. Yeah.
10 toes.
10 toes.
Yeah. And then returning with us,
I'll tell you about the 10 toes.
Yeah, Kate Nikki.
we got K Nikki in the house. Thank you for coming back.
No problem. Anytime.
That's what's up. That's so. How's your week doing?
So far, so good. One more day left in the work week.
Right.
Productive.
Been
Great
productive?
week. I'm blessed.
Oh, good for you. I've been working on doing that because they want me to do work while I'm at work. I'm still trying to figure that out, man. And I am Mr. Legend. Thank you for coming to check us out. Yeah. Anyway. Yo, thank you for coming to check us out tonight. Check us out on BlackMenVent.com for more material. Also, if you'd like to call in tonight, you can call in at 708-223-8953. All right, with any questions or comments, or if you just want to vent. You dig? So, tonight on Wouldn't You Know It?
Wouldn't you know?
Hey, hear ye, I need a vote. Let's change the news to Wouldn't You Know It?
Okay.
It's catchy.
The eyes have it, yes. Real people know where that comes from. All right, this is what we got to talk about tonight. Tristan Thomas, power forward of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Tristan, third trimester Thomas.
Yes. Has been caught cheating in the club.
Why you got to be the third trimester?
This is the second girl that he left or cheated on in the third trimester.
On pregnant girlfriend Khloe Kardashian. She's had the baby since then, right? Yeah. She had the baby.
Okay, she did.
Okay. And it's also been known that
True.
this same, True Thompson. Thomas? It's not yours.
Yes, it's mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not no relation.
Okay.
That I know of yet. But
okay. Okay. It's also known that he cheated on his ex. What's her name?
Instagram model number 1.
Jordan Craig, right?
I have no clue.
Did my researches. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Did anybody see the video?
Of which one? Which part?
Of when he was in the club.
I did see it.
Okay, good. So
that was that slot stuff.
Since then, that was like early this week, but since then there's been some more footage that came out with him with another girl. And it seems like he took her home.
No, they
smashed
wasn't
it.
at home. There was
Hotel
a hotel.
Hotel? Okay.
Yeah.
in New York.
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
kinda
my
like-
guess is this
I'm gonna
is
take
probably
nobody
why
on
they're
it.
not playing this guy right now in the playoffs because
Really?
he didn't see 1 minute
No.
on the clock the
No,
last
no,
game, and
no,
they
no,
almost
no.
lost again.
Do you think they would mix personal with?
Oh, hands
business,
down,
though?
they don't want. Trust me, hands down, they don't want to get booed.
He
You know,
did get
because
booed.
yeah, and they needed that momentum game 2 because Indiana had them
I ain't even
again.
think about that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what happens when you date a Kardashian. No one has made it out alive. So
well,
Or
Kanye
same.
is still.
So what do you
Right.
guys think about him? He actually cheated on his ex who was pregnant with Khloe Kardashian.
Okay. You can't
The
cheat
Instagram model.
on somebody who already is a whore. So
how do we know she's a whore?
What?
Yeah, please enlighten me.
if you half naked for the world to see, you a quarter whore, full whore, or I mean, however you want to put it.
Okay, so
So
this,
the way
this is
you
a
dress-
great start. I have a question.
Hmm.
Define whore. What is a whore? And then I want to know a wholesome lady.
A whore is a Babylonian.
Don't spit that water nowhere.
No, don't spit it. I saw him. I saw him.
Lucius Dairy. What is a whore? Please explain what a whore is. 'Cause God knows I don't want to be a whore out here. So
No. If you can't understand, you. What was the lady on there on the gram? I see them all the time, but you can't be half naked in your clothes, or outside of your clothes, or screwing the whole football team because you say you single and you're supposed to be treated like a lady. There are laws and physics to everything, and just so happens that these are the laws and the physics to this. If you want to be treated like a lady and you want to be respected as a lady, you should probably put some clothes on.
Can I
So-
add something to that?
You sure can.
Yeah. Let's just say you said she's an Instagram model, right?
Yes.
That's
So-
mark
actually,
number one.
I don't know her, but I just
I read the
make
same thing.
assumption.
Everybody knows that she's and I checked out the Instagram. It's very nice. Very nice. I don't
Uh-huh.
know what he was doing cheating on her for her, but I would stay at home. But anyway, what I was saying is that she's an Instagram model. What do
Okay.
Instagram models do? How do they make a living?
They post photos on social media that bring following.
They sell the
and
sex.
Therefore, they post photos on social media.
What kind of
that
photos?
Are
Could you
revealing
elaborate?
Photos
Okay.
that
Revealing
bring
photos that
a
suggest
that bring a following and
Why I'm
therefore,
talking about we skipping a step
Yeah.
that suggests
sexually revealing photos
sex.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
and brings a following, and therefore they make money off of the sponsorships for people who want to advertise to their followers.
And that's how they make money. Sex equals money.
Same way.
Sex and money, right?
Yeah.
That's what I
Okay.
thought too, man.
So I can accept you guys' definition of a hoe, right?
It's not really-
That's not my thing. Like I'm not. For one, I don't really. I try not to judge people because I'm not perfect, but I also don't post revealing photos. I think and I saw a post that was really great, and I think this is a part of the conversation that's missing. When there's a prostitute, who pays the prostitute?
The man.
The man,
John
right?
pays the
So
first.
then,
Mhm.
what type of person is he?
He is
He the
somebody
pimp.
who really needs sex real bad.
But I mean,
So it's okay
He's-
for men.
I
No,
mean,
no, what are you talking
here's the
about?
thing.
No,
Don't get me started
I'm
on
just
this.
saying, what type of person is he?
If
What
y'all
type-
was giving it a lot, if y'all was giving it up a lot more, then it wouldn't be no problem.
Okay, but
wouldn't that
still,
make us hoes?
somebody is paying.
If
for the
y'all
person
y'all are
who's
Giving it
keeping
up more.
y'all are
Wouldn't that make us
keeping.
all hoes then?
No,
No,
you're missing the point. You're missing the
You would
point.
be a hoe if you would be a whore if you were getting money for what you were doing.
I respect and value myself and my
That's
body, so I'm just not
It's
going to give it
prostitution.
to somebody just so that they can avoid going.
All right,
by
so
prostitute.
you need something in exchange
Right,
for
let's
your
just-
sex too.
right.
Like
Let me
a
just state one.
relationship or a
Right. Let me just
marriage. I
state
don't
one
have
fact.
random
Right.
sex with
Exchange.
someone,
Okay,
any
as far
random
as-
person.
We don't get into that.
As far as when y'all ask, what is the man who pays the prostitute? Okay, look,
Yeah,
prostitutes specifically target. There's a websites, as a matter of fact,
uh-huh.
where these women are targeting married men personally because they know that they are better for business, which means that they know that these men are more likely not happy at home, right? So with that being said,
Does
that
not
there's a
being
huge
happy-
there's a huge disconnect, and no, it doesn't. But look,
Okay.
at the same time, this is not a perfect world, right? We know the domino effect and all cause and effect. One situation causes the next, blah blah blah,
Mhm.
right? We know the reason why majority of people go out, step outside of the relationship is because something is not being fulfilled in the relationship, right?
Or they just are of bad character.
Well, and again, but then again, like I said, but like I said, the domino effect, you got to look at the person who chose this bad character, right? Exactly. So again, it's the domino effect. So what I'm saying is, right, the bottom line is people step outside of what they have is because something is not fulfilling in that situation, right?
Do you guys know?
That goes for men or women.
Thank you. But this is my whole point. Like, I don't support women posting their bodies and things like that on social media. That's not my thing. That's not how I was raised. I have like maybe a swimsuit from a couple years ago or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. However, I believe in balance, right? So if we're going to say, okay, women, you shouldn't be, do what you want to do, but I don't put my body out there like that, and I believe that is not necessarily good character, right?
Okay, but that's her. I don't know, 2.5 million versus however many followers you have. I'm pretty sure you don't have 2.5 million.
No, I mean, I don't know.
So she's obviously a humongous influence on a lot of people.
I get that. No, I'm just saying, I don't believe getting, showing your body for 2.5 million followers is worth it, because I believe your body is more valuable than that. What I'm saying is we have to be balanced, right? So if we're going to say, okay, this woman is not a good example, then we have to say, who are these men that are paying for prostitution, and who are these men that are following these women? There has to be balance. So yes, women if we're going to say don't do that, we also should be saying, men, don't go follow these girls on social media.
But if she wasn't there, then nobody could follow her.
But still, at the end of the day, there's accountability on both parts, right?
But I mean, she has to go ahead and make the moral choice. Be like, I'm gonna get naked in front of 2.5 million people.
If wasn't following her, she probably wouldn't continue to post those photos.
If it was no girls in the club, how many dudes would be in the club?
None.
Right, but that's the thing. So women know.
So tell people to stop liking women. Is that what you want us to do?
No. I mean,
hear you. Vote on men. Stop liking women. Can I get a vote on that?
No, you need to stop promoting that in order for that.
I'm not promoting.
I think both parts are
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We like beautiful women from the 18. Whenever they could print something on paper, they knew that sex sells. All right. She knows that sex sells. That's how she makes her living.
I know some really great men who have.
Do you think Tristan Thompson? Do you think he's a great man?
Who don't follow women.
Okay, hold on 1 second, right? Because
you're not forced to follow those
it's turning into a illogical. Like, okay, look, one situation is natural, right? It's natural for men to attract to women. Mm-hmm. That's natural. Right. That has nothing to do with choice, right? you can't choose who you're attracted to.
Decision who you follow on social media.
Let me finish my point, right? You cannot choose who you are attracted to. That is human nature. Okay. However, you choose to get out here and put your body out here and get naked in front of people. Yeah, that's a choice. You cannot choose. Nobody walking this planet can choose who they are physically attracted to. That is a human reflex.
It is a choice to press follow and likes on social media.
I get that. I get that.
Okay,
if there's no option to press that, so
again,
all I'm saying is
prostitutes, whores were around long before social media. Right? We're not talking about
paying the prostitute. What I'm saying is both of them are wrong.
If it's not available,
and again, I get that. However, this woman's hand is not forced. Again,
I ain't saying it's forced.
What you're saying is, and again, I'm taking your narrative, right? I'm taking your narrative. Again, you cannot blame somebody for being physically attracted to someone. And that, in essence, that's what you're doing.
I know.
You're saying these men are wrong for looking at a female that they find physically attractive and saying they're wrong for liking that woman.
No, you're not looking at a female. She's not walking on the street passing by you. You are going, following, and liking her pictures.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, just as she's wrong, and I'm not taking that.
So you're saying the men who are attracted to this woman or liking her picture justifies her being naked?
No, I'm saying it's supporting the behavior. Because if you're a man who don't like women like
I see your point.
Okay,
and we're digressing. We need to move on.
Okay, I just want to say real quick.
The end of that is that we can't control who we're attracted to. Whatever we see, if it was a lady standing out there with a big booty, we would be looking at it. That's just man nature. Okay, we're not guilty for that. That's built into our.
If you're with your wife and a girl walks out with a big booty,
because I'm with a wife or a girlfriend doesn't make me gay.
No, I'm just saying, fine, but are you going to disrespect your wife and look at it? You
No, I'm not gonna disrespect it. That doesn't have anything to do with
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
What I'm saying
That's
is that
irrelevant.
we can't help that.
It's the choice.
She
that
can
you
help. She can
ask
say,
for and that-
I want to be a secretary or I want to be an Insta
That's a
hoe.
mute
And you
point.
can
Yeah, you
say,
can't blame
I'm not
somebody
going
for who
to
they're attracted
follow-
to.
What's
You
her
can
butt
say,
have
I'm
to do
not
with
going-
that? Like,
No, it's just an example. Yeah, you're blowing it all out of context.
Yeah,
It's super
that's a-
simple as this.
Oh, wow.
You go to a restaurant and let's say you're a vegan and all they serving is chicken. Are you going to go to a different restaurant? Yes, because you're a vegan. So it has to do with the sole controller over who's presenting it.
My point is they're both wrong. I'm not trying to
Is it-
justify her.
and our
Okay,
point
so
is that
who-
we can't be wrong for our human nature.
So-
She could be wrong for choosing to be a whore.
So
Next
Period.
next
you can't
situation,
choose
man.
not
Yeah,
to
next
follow
topic.
women like
Two
that.
African American men have been arrested
you see my face over here.
at Starbucks.
The Starbucks
This
thing
week's.
is pissed me way off.
All right, and I'm gonna need everybody's opinion on this.
Just
Witnesses said, and the witnesses were, you know what? I shouldn't even say the race of the people in this story, just to see how people.
You can't
Bug
avoid
out.
it though. It's inevitable.
Okay, witnesses said they didn't do anything. All right. An update to that is CEO Kevin Johnson met with the two men, and he has decided to close Starbucks May 26th for a half day, not a whole day, y'all. Don't get crazy. All right, for racial bias education training. All right. And an update past that recently, I think it was yesterday. The police commissioner released a video stating that the men refused to leave when they were asked to leave.
Mhm.
Also, there was a black cop present. I said I wasn't gonna say no race in that. So, thoughts on that? Anybody want to go?
Oh, I can go first. If you are not contributing to whatever, leave the establishment. Super simple. I hate. I grew up on the South Side. I hate seeing people standing out in front of a store that ain't theirs. I hate them standing out in front of people's houses that ain't theirs. If you ain't purchasing nothing, leave the place. If somebody asks you to leave, leave. You don't own the building. You don't just leave. If somebody asks you to leave, get up and leave. It's super simple. Well, I don't know. I understand why people always trying to turn the smallest minute thing into this big fiasco
Well,
for no
because
no
they
reason.
weren't asked to leave. They were not asked to leave.
Yeah, they were asked to leave.
They were
and that's
not
why
asked
the
to leave.
police
They were on Good
called.
Morning America today. They were there for 2 minutes between the time that they got there and the police
I don't care if it was 30 seconds.
were
If
not
you,
asked
went
to
in,
leave.
if you went in Starbucks and did not buy no coffee,
Yeah,
water,
the
muffin,
policy is, and they
or
have a code
Hey,
on
do
the
y'all
door.
ever do meetings at Starbucks?
Not meetings.
I
but
do
I've been-
all the time.
I was
Have
gonna
you?
say,
Do
a lot of
you?
people
Have you
do.
ever?
I
do you
understand
go
a lot of people
straight
going
and
there and
order
use the free Wi-Fi and all of that
Sometimes no,
stuff.
So why
sometimes
were
they
they
do.
And it-
called out for being
So the overall
I completely
point
get
is
it.
that
I
It does, you know
completely
what? That doesn't
understand.
even matter. If somebody says, "Get out of here," you need to leave.
That's the point. They were not told that. They were never asked to leave.
They were asked to leave, and they didn't leave.
Did
That's
you
why they
watch-
called the police.
They went and told the story, and that's why Starbucks is apologizing.
They
were
lying.
never
You know
asked
what
to
else they
leave.
said?
They're lying.
They told the cops
Wow.
that they was $45,000 a year toys or something, like employees of the city.
They said they were meeting for a real estate.
Right.
And
But
the guy
all
walked
of that
in.
is moot. If somebody says,
Yes.
"Get out of here," leave the establishment. If
That's-
somebody told
said-
me
you said
They
the
didn't
policy-
get
say
out.
that.
You
if
said
somebody told me to get out, I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna spend my money.
You
here.
said the
You crazy?
policy
I'm gonna
was that
beg
the-
you to spend my money here.
my only thing was this. My only thing with it is that, and I don't have like all the facts.
So they just called the police on them for no reason.
Yes.
there were other
That's what
people.
happened. They
There were other people in
Why do you
Starbucks as
feel
well.
that way?
We
How
don't
does the
know.
police know to come.
I think in a country
they
to
call
where
them.
black men have to
Call
fight
them
all
up for
types
no
of prejudice and injustices, we have to make sure that before we put out how we feel, that we're asking questions and making sure
Well,
that the story
my whole
is real.
thing
They
is-
were never asked to leave.
My whole thing is this: there are other people in the Starbucks
They
at the
said the same
time.
thing.
We don't know how long they were there. We don't know if they ordered. We don't know if they were treated in the same fashion. However, during the live recording when it was happening, there were witnesses like, "Look, these guys didn't do anything. Why are you bothering them? They just came in and sat down," and that kind of gave more merit to the two black guys. You know what I mean? That kind of like if other people are actually just even white people were like, "Look, they didn't do anything. Like they just came in and sat down like literally like a minute or two ago. Why are you asking them to leave already?" It's hard to kind of go against that. You know what I mean? Even the owner came out and gave an apology and admitted fault.
Even so,
Even though the owner has to take that position, I get it. But
I don't care if Boss Hogg was running the Starbucks.
Yeah, I feel you.
if he say, "Get out of here, boy," guess what I'm gonna do? I'm get on out of there.
What if he didn't say that though?
I don't care.
I don't
They
care
asked
if
me
he
to leave.
politely said it.
I
I'm gonna
think
get up and
that's
leave.
the
I've been in there. I've been in that situation waiting on
Yeah.
somebody
I
in
had to.
Starbucks. If they was like,
not Starbucks.
"Dude, you gotta get out of here," or the police came and said, "Hey, you gotta get out of here." All right, I'm gone.
So I think
Y'all ain't
it's
got to.
hard-
They said they was not leaving.
No, they did. They were not asked to leave. This is what happened. The
See,
guy.
this is what happens.
This is what on Good Morning America. This is what they said, and nobody.
Oh, now that
nobody,
they have an attorney, that's what they said.
no one is refuting it though. There's not a single.
Yeah,
person
yeah,
saying
yeah.
this is not what
The police
happened.
commissioner broke down everything what happened from the report.
No
So
one
he
is
couldn't be
refuting
lying?
it. The
Yeah.
police commissioner is
So
not
everybody can
refuting
be
that
lying.
story.
Yeah, everybody can be
everybody
lying.
in this situation.
Oh, wait a
could be
minute.
lying.
They were in
The
the-
police commissioner was black.
That doesn't matter.
They
Oh,
don't-
it doesn't matter now. Okay.
No, it doesn't matter.
So black men aren't treated unfair in this
There's
country.
a black
Yeah,
cop
absolutely.
there.
Black.
How come the black cop didn't say, "Hey guys, this not right"? Wow, it's crickets.
I don't know.
The cops
acted
within the
It
law.
wasn't right for
No.
them to kick
I didn't
them
think
out
it
of that
was.
establishment.
I didn't
Like,
think it
why?
was.
What was
Watch
the
It don't matter what it is.
rationale behind
It
these
really
two
don't
black
matter.
men
It don't
being
matter.
kicked out, singled out at a Starbucks,
Well, here's
and
the
being kicked out.
And I
here's
Why?
the
They weren't causing any problems.
unofficial
They were
narrative.
sitting having a conversation for all of 2 minutes.
Here's the
So why were they
here's
And they were
singled
not
out to
asked
leave?
to
right, right, right.
leave. They were not
And I'm
even
gonna tell
asked
you.
to
You
leave.
ask me a question, I'm gonna answer.
Okay.
Here is the unofficial narrative. They came there to meet someone, all right, to have a meeting, all right. They sat down and they were waiting for the person, right?
Mhm.
They asked to use the bathroom. They said, "You gotta buy something to use the bathroom." Not doing that. Okay, then you gotta get out of here. All right, this is for customers. He said, "We ain't going nowhere.
That
We
is
waiting
not
on our
what
guy."
happened. That's not what
He
happened.
said
So where did
unofficial.
you get
He
this
said unofficial
information?
narrative.
Off the internet. So it's gotta be true.
He said unofficial narrative. I don't know, man. To me, in summary, what makes it look bad is that people go to Starbucks all the time to go
All the
hang out
time.
Exactly.
for hours.
Hours.
And
I
don't
get it.
buy anything.
I get
you know what I
it.
mean? People
That's
just surf they
Starbucks
surf their
culture.
laptop.
Why were these
Exactly.
men
I get
So
singled
it.
for
out?
them to do it
So-
that fast in
2 minutes.
under
So the
5
thing-
minutes,
yeah. So the
and
thing,
these guys walk out in handcuffs, it doesn't look good.
So
And
the
they
thing
have
about
to
it-
be
Regardless of the
black.
fact, yes, if they ask you to leave an establishment, for the most part, people will get up and leave. Absolutely.
For wow.
What was the point?
What does it
behind
matter?
These
Right.
men
It don't
weren't
matter.
doing-
It don't matter.
They
And
doing
they
anything
were
It don't
not
matter.
asked
If
to
I'm in
leave.
your
You
house
shouldn't be
and you
guilty
say,
because you're
if I'm in
sitting
your house
somewhere
and you say
you're
you
black.
got on blue shoes, get out of here. I'd be like, "That's not fair. You can't do that."
It's
What
your
you gonna
house.
do then?
That's
You
true.
can still vocalize how you feel about it.
For what?
Vocalize, I'm staying
But
here.
for
I ain't
what?
going
You should
nowhere.
leave, absolutely, but you can still vocalize how you
What are
feel
you
about
gonna
it.
do
For
next
what?
if I don't leave your house?
I said you should still leave. Absolutely. If
But
it's
no,
somebody
I'm not
else.
leaving. I'm not going
But
nowhere.
You guys
What
are
I'm-
missing a very important part of the
You are.
No, I
conversation.
No,
understand.
it-
I
it's
understand
not.
both
Here's the
sides,
thing,
you know what I mean?
Jazz.
Like,
They weren't asked to
Here's the
leave.
thing. Okay,
They
we're
didn't
gonna
not
move on.
leaving.
my thing is this: whether they
Police
were
called
or
them
not,
sitting there.
it's the fact that these are two black boys in Starbucks. It was gonna look bad for Starbucks regardless
College
because
graduate black boys.
they
not
just sat
ones to
down,
be
you
afraid
know what I
of.
They
mean?
look like good dudes.
yeah, they just sat down. Not even 5 minutes, and you basically kicking these dudes out.
Exactly. For what?
It was gonna look bad anyway. And like I say, Starbucks is a place where you can go and sit there and just chill,
Yes.
whether you ordering something or not. You know what I mean? People do it all day, every day.
They
So
advertise
for them to
on
get
free
kicked out like that,
Wi-Fi.
it wasn't gonna look
Here's
good
the
for
interesting
Starbucks,
part.
regardless of the facts.
It's 5 black people right here, 3 black, right? Starbucks admitted guilt, and we gonna sit here and trying to say that it
Starbucks is
wasn't
doing
guilt.
damage control.
Yeah, they had to
The
admit
re-
guilt.
the
Starbucks
reason-
had no
Had
idea
to.
what their manager was doing that day.
The reason,
Regardless of
the
fact, they're
reason,
doing
They had to
something
admit guilt.
repair the
no,
They had
damage.
to.
yeah,
Or they was gonna get
they're
burnt
not-
up.
Because they were guilty.
Starbucks
The last
is
thing they want to
not
do is get into a
trying-
race.
Starbucks is
Guilty
not
or
trying to
not,
repair
they're gonna
anything.
do damage control.
They're doing damage control, and
Yeah.
that's all that is. But the reason I said what I said is so that a bunch of black men can understand. Don't go to nobody's establishment to do nothing for free.
Yeah, it's not
If you're
worth.
asked to leave,
Yeah,
don't beg nobody to go there to spend your money.
yeah.
Get up and leave.
It's
That's
Okay,
super
but
simple.
just so you know,
Also be vocal
everybody else
about
can
how
do
There's
it.
you
no
You
reason
just can't.
that is
Like, what you gonna change them?
that is
Right.
vocal. That says a whole lot.
They're not
Yeah,
gonna
don't-
be prejudiced after that.
Yeah, you already know that. I mean, you know they
That's
shoot
why.
us out
That's
here
why
getting
you just get up and
vacations, so-
leave
If
and
my-
don't
Don't-
go there no
Black
more.
men aren't welcome there. I'm not welcome there.
Okay.
Therefore, I don't want to patronize that
I
establishment.
completely
So I
understand
want you
that.
to be
This is
vocal
why.
about
This
that.
is why I'm saying.
I
The
bet
reason,
you
If you're-
and the
would
reason
have
why I'm
done
saying is,
Starbucks.
I've been in this situation like a bunch of times.
I've
where
been
we
in it
asked
50
people to
million
leave the
times.
office and they didn't want to leave the office. And
I've
we
been
were
asked
forced
to leave
call the
50 million
police.
times. I get up
And
and
of
leave.
course, they was innocent about it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, anyway, we're gonna move right along tonight, man. This is such a dope conversation, man. I'm glad that we have conflicting opinions on the idea.
I'm glad
everything.
too. Y'all need somebody to kind of. I don't know. I'm coming back next
Girl,
week.
they
I'll be
need
here
you.
every
You
week.
know what? Right after
All
this,
three
I'm
of
gonna
them.
Google whether they said that they were asked to leave or not.
I'm
Because that
sitting here
is,
telling you this. Am I known to be a
it must
dishonest
be
person?
true. It must be true.
He said if it's
Jazz
on the
said it. There you
internet,
have
it's
it,
true.
people. Jazz
I
said it, so
watched
it's
the
true.
video on Good Morning America.
So after the
Anyway,
attorney
We weren't there.
was
We'll never have the
obtained,
facts.
Right.
now it's
Exactly.
true.
Well, he said if it's on the internet, it's true. So why couldn't it
No,
be
no, no.
true?
That's sarcasm. If you're not
Because-
not following, that's sarcasm. But
I mean,
The only thing
we'll
that
never have the
could've been
facts.
that,
The only thing that could have been
He was
different in this situation, if anybody knows those guys, is in a city in Philadelphia that's predominantly black, where there's plenty of black professional attorneys there. Those boys hired an all-white firm that does not have one attorney of color, and they have several attorneys there, not a single one of color. So the real problem is, if we really want to fight white supremacy, we also have to think about the economic side of it. So when you're going to hire
It's just
somebody,
that
this is gonna
attorneys
be the
want dough.
this is going to
I'm
be the
saying,
easiest
They'll
check.
take any case.
Starbucks
They'll
has
take
already
a murderer's
admitted guilt.
case if it's dough in it.
Starbucks has already admitted guilt. It's not going to be a hard case. This could have been a very easy case, and this money could have went all back into the black
Starbucks
community.
didn't arrest them. That was the cops need to answer to that.
But the cops acted within the law because somebody called and said, we want
Right.
these people to leave. The cops didn't do nothing wrong. They acted within the law. They did their job. Now, they could
So
have
my
operated
problem with that, and we
discretion.
got to move on from this. But my problem is that it's like when the cops move in and say, "Hey, you got to go," and they still was. What happened after that?
They stood up and got handcuffed. They didn't even
Yeah,
know
they
the cops were
didn't
coming in
resist.
there for them because they were not asked to leave. That's what they're saying.
But like I
Yo,
say, we'll never have the facts, you know. But regardless, I've never seen
catch
anybody.
this show on
you know.
BlackMenVent.com because I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
And you
All
should
right.
also be open
I've
to
been
the
in
fact
this
that
situation.
may very
Okay.
well be the truth.
No,
Now we
here's the
can move
thing.
on.
Yeah, this may be the truth, but
What
here's the thing
Jasmine
with
is
me.
saying could
Here's
also
where I have to
be the
shut up and I have to gather all of the facts.
Right.
Because Facebook does not have all of the facts. Okay?
Is that
Now,
what
here's
your-
the thing.
That's your source?
Who
No,
you gonna,
no,
That's everybody else's
If
source.
you're not going to believe the guys, if you're not going to believe Starbucks, who you
I'm
gonna
not
believe?
saying I don't believe I'm gonna get the facts and I'm gonna make my own decision. What happened?
Who you going to get the facts from?
I'm gonna get the
There's
facts
many
from
different ways to
all
do it.
types of
Yeah.
sources.
You connect
And I'm
the
gonna
dots.
look at the sources. I'm gonna see what do they have to gain if I believe them.
Right.
Okay.
There's many
And I'm gonna
different
put
ways
it
to do it.
together and I'm gonna piece it together and I'm gonna figure out and I'm gonna make my own decision about it.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
My thing about it is that normally when this happened, people be acting like somebody just yanked people off the street and threw them in jail because I'm black. You know what I'm saying? They forget to tell people that, oh yeah, I told the cop to go F himself, or yeah, it's not just black folks, it's anybody. Everybody in jail is innocent. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm not saying that this is not a case of racism. I'm not saying it is. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that get the facts.
Right.
My facts that I heard, Miss Turner, is not the facts that you heard.
Who'd you hear those
That
facts
is,
from?
I got it from all types of sites. I read it on all types of sites. I saw all types of videos.
Okay, I'm telling you, the guys went on Good Morning America this morning and told their version of the story.
Of course,
so
it's
nobody
their
else is telling the version.
You think? Have you ever heard somebody tell their version of the story?
Yeah,
They
it's
ain't
kinda
never
like-
guilty.
I get what Legend is
All right.
right. I get what Legend is saying.
They
It's kinda
leave
like
out stuff
you
all
will
the
never
time.
have a liar
I
come
forgot
to
to
you
tell
and say,
them,
"Hey, I'm a
tell
liar."
them that I told the cop to go F himself, but y'all don't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Why is the
innocent.
other version automatically
If you look
true?
at any video
It's
on
not
the
saying that.
internet right now trying to spark y'all up to do some racial whatever, they start the video at the consequence. When
Right.
you see this video, it starts with them getting handcuffed, leaving out. I need to know what's before that before I make a decision.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what a rational person does. A rational person doesn't
Right.
believe Facebook or this and that, CNN or whatever. Get it all together. We talked about this last week.
Mhm.
Get it all together, make your own decision. All right. So
Right.
them, saying that they didn't leave, that's a big factor. If they didn't tell them to leave, then we got a whole nother situation.
Look, if it's 50 people involved and it's 2 black men and 48 white people, I'm riding with the black man.
No power to the Wakanda.
You better know it.
More power to the Wakanda. All right, then. Yo, moving right along, we have Jasmine Turner in the house today. What's up? Thank you for coming today.
I'll be back. No, I'm just playing.
If I have anything to say
I
about
hope
it.
so.
No. I'm just saying, yo, what do you do, Jasmine? Can you let us know?
Yeah, I'm a professional matchmaker and dating coach. So I introduce successful African American singles to people they're compatible with, and I also coach men and women on being the best version of themselves so that they can attract the people they are compatible with.
Okay. So you only deal with African Americans?
No, I have introduced people of other races, but my majority of my practices are surrounded by either introducing someone to an African American or introducing African Americans to each other.
Oh, okay. So, and what is this? How does this process go? How do you do this?
My clients, both male and female, go online to my site. They request a consultation. We chat about what they're looking for, who they are themselves, and who they're compatible with. And if, before I decide to move forward with them as a client or they decide to move forward with me, we make sure that we can work together, that we have a good feel for each other's energy. I want to make sure that their expectations are realistic and that there's someone that I can help.
So you do male and female
Yes, both male and female.
coaching both.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are some of the unrealistic expectations?
Oh man, they range, both male and female.
Okay, let's start with the guys.
What some of the guys unrealistic
Right.
expectations is.
Mhm.
I find a lot of times with men, it's like their expectations is mostly based on the physical. So a lot of times when men come to me, they don't really care much about anything outside of like if she's nice and that type of stuff, right? They want her to be a nice and a good person. Of course, everybody wants that, but then it's more like she has to look like this. I think women are they're
Look like what specifically?
A model.
No, not necessarily. I've had a man that's like she has to be thick and dark skinned.
Mm.
I've had a man that's like she can't be taller than 5'6".
Mhm.
I've had a man that's like she has to be,
That's
look
unrealistic.
like she's biracial.
Oh, okay. Light skin. That's what he said.
One of them, yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
work with several male clients.
Okay. So
It's not unrealistic, like
right, yeah, I'm like
biracial, but it's it might prevent someone from finding love based off of reasons that don't matter.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So what about some of the females' unrealistic expectations?
Unrealistic expectation for women. Height, of course. A lot of women want a man that's tall. It's not necessarily, it's difficult. Let's just say that. I find a lot of times though, when I help women understand how we've equated height to strength and security, and that's not necessarily the case, that they are a little bit more open.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think women sometimes we can be picky about things like he can't have kids, and like once you're a certain age, even though you don't have kids and you're in your mid-30s or whatever, it's oftentimes that most people in those age ranges tend to have kids.
Right.
So that's another challenge that I think some women deal with.
Okay. So when did you start doing this?
I started years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago, but full time now for the last 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
So like consistently, like actually taking on clients all the time. I started off with doing some events and a client here and a client there. Now it's more consistent.
What type of events?
Singles events, speed dating
Singles
events.
Speed
I
dating.
do an event that's called the Ultimate Bachelorette Party, where I get about, anywhere from 10 to 20 men, and I invite out a group of women, maybe like a 2 or 3 to 1 ratio, where those women get to it's like the bachelorette party, and I bring a bunch of bachelors in, so it's for the bachelorettes.
Okay. So what actually inspires you to do this? What made one day you thought what, and then you acted on it?
I believe family is the foundation of society, of any culture.
I
think, if you just look at the history of the African American community,
stick a fork in us.
no, I wouldn't say that. We got some challenges though, but a lot of the things that if you look at how marriage dropped, more challenges we had within ourselves. So we always had challenges with being Black in America, but you'll notice how, prison rates went up, and all things like that, violence and crime and all of those things, and morals in general, right? But I also I believe in balance in everything. So there's a reason why you can't have a child without both male and female parts, right? And so I believe that you need a man and you also need a woman in the household, right? And I also believe that if women are doing something wrong that as a culture we don't agree with, men shouldn't support that. And vice versa. If men are doing something wrong as a culture that we don't agree with, women shouldn't support that, because I believe there's balance in everything that we do. We need each other. Okay.
So we're chasing, we're aiming at this balance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What are some of the qualities in the man that he, I don't know, brings to the proverbial table that you look for and for your clients, for your female clients?
You know, one of the things that I've been blessed to learn on my journey as a matchmaker is that we got to get out of the mind frame of saying this is what a man should be and this is what a woman should be, because I'm different from Kristen, from K Nikki.
Throwing government.
Sorry.
Well, it's true.
I
It's
love you,
true.
Boo. I'm different from K Nikki. So what matters to her is going to be different from what matters to me. I think we all have the basics. We want somebody that's going to be loving and kind and caring and treat us right and honest and loyal. But what my morals and values are different from hers. We're raised in different environments. I'm from Alabama. I think we have a lot of similarities because we're both Christian, right? But I have some friends that just, are not Christian, and it doesn't mean they're a bad person, but they might not have to date a man that's Christian, whereas for me, that's a requirement. And so I can tell you what's a great guy for me, but my clients might be different because their morals, values, and life goals are different. So to sum that up, I match people based on I match them with people who share their morals, their values, their life goals, and that there is some level of physical attraction. Those are the 4 quadrants I look for.
Okay. That's dope. And how about so that goes for both male and female.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I have a client right now, he's non-religious, and and he thinks that religion is divisive, and a lot of people think that, right?
So he's looking for an atheist, huh?
Not necessarily an atheist, like they can believe in God, but they just can't be someone that's going to expect him to go to church every Sunday. Like he's not open to that. He's not going to do that.
Okay.
Doesn't mean he's a bad person. That means he's not right for me, right? But I found somebody that he's attracted to, that believes the same thing as he does, and now they're dating.
Okay. So I kind of looked at your feed the other day, and I took some things out that I think that we should discuss here.
Here goes the setup.
Yes.
Come on.
I got your backer.
Well, whoa.
I said what I said.
We also here's the thing. See that?
Premeditated.
And we always
I love
talk
you
about
too.
that.
Premeditated.
Hey,
We're not against each other, okay?
We're not against
We're
each
all
other.
black.
Well, if we're not against each
Are
other,
we? Now we
if
are
we're
all
not
black.
against each other, we have to start thinking from a balanced perspective. If women are doing this, then
Balance.
what role are men
Okay.
doing?
Country, I was
Vice
thinking the
versa.
same
Okay.
thing.
We all have to
I get
think
what
from
she's
a
saying. though.
balanced
I understand
perspective.
that part. Ain't no such thing as no balance.
Balance, yeah.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
would you
I'm
admit-
sorry.
The world is made that way.
I'm sorry. Your
The world
privilege
is
is
made
way
that way.
different than mine.
My privileges?
Yeah, it's way
Yeah,
different
it's
than
no
mine.
such
Just
thing.
because
yeah.
we're women. Let's not even go there. Let's discuss what you.
It ain't got.
Oh yeah, brother. We gonna go there.
Privileges as a woman. Wow.
So
I'm privileged.
okay, if you can,
If you don't understand it,
serious?
you need to understand it.
Please don't get them started
Privileged.
because you're a woman. We'll talk about that on another show.
I guess we have to talk about what privilege means, but that's another
Right.
show for another day.
how many doors did you open for you this year so far?
See, here we go.
Countless.
You probably lost count
Every
today.
door,
That's a
I'll probably walk
privilege.
in and a man's walking with me. Is that a privilege?
That's a
Yeah.
See, they don't even know it. It's
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
white
go-
people.
go
White
to-
people
go
don't
to
know
the
they're
next topic,
privileged
dog.
either.
Come
It's
on,
cool.
go ahead. We can move forward.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
no.
We can move
I
forward.
have some quotes.
Pause. Can I respond to that? Why do men open doors for women?
This is
Because they're
courteous.
nice. They don't have to.
It's courteous. Why?
They're nice.
Do you know?
I don't.
why
I
that
pull the
was-
door closed before they get. I pull it closed.
You close it before they.
Yeah, open your own damn door. I pull
Men
it closed.
are
Next topic,
stronger. Men
That
are
has-
stronger. They have physical strength that we don't have. Right?
That has
Really?
I'm a nurturer, though.
You can't speak for men, dear. That has nothing to do with it. We do it because it's it's
Biologically-
benevolence.
It's
It's a
just
nice
a
gesture. That's
Nice
it.
gesture, yeah.
Well,
Anybody can open a door.
Okay, so let me give you guys a little background, right? So a lot of the things that we think of men to do in a relationship, it comes from their physical strength, right? Men are physically built to go out and bring home the bacon.
You gotta be
Prior to
physically
technology, men could
take
go
out
and
trash?
do better than women could and work, period, point blank. Women just can't do the work that men could do. Technology kind of equal that out, right? Men are physically stronger to open doors. Now it's easier to open doors, but men have the physical strength. Women have the nurturing strength,
So
right?
what do y'all do when we not there?
What do
Y'all
you
just
mean?
stand by the door.
Well,
Right.
now we can open doors. Now we can definitely open doors, but at the same time,
Everybody can open doors. This is not an issue.
a man can
Right.
cook. But I know as a woman that that's something that I want to be able to do for him because I know he uses his physical strength to make my day easier. I want to use my nurturing strength
That's
to
good
make
for
his
you.
day
How many
easier.
people do you think, like just a percentage of women in general, how many people do you think share that actual belief that you just expressed?
You have two right here.
I never
Oh,
studied
we
it, but
getting
100%
started
as
then.
a
2 out of
100%
3.
right here.
I don't believe in what do they
2
call
out
it?
of 14
Red
million.
herring.
Thank
How
you.
many times have I told you all?
That's
If I'm
red
in a
herring.
relationship with a man and this is the person
Why
I
do they
desire to
always
be
get
with. I'm gonna take care of
Because
him.
it's
in
a
the
very
same way
it's a
I
selfish.
hope
It's
he
like-
would take care of
It's
me.
not about
It's like
right. We're
a
not
chip
saying
in
that.
y'all.
Said how many?
Y'all be like,
telling
I
you,
don't
we
do
have
that.
two
So
right
don't nobody
here.
do
But
that.
it's kinda
That's
like-
very
Oh.
narcissistic.
You-
Hold on,
you-
time out.
you
No,
have
wait,
to
wait, let me
understand-
say
Okay.
something.
The reason we ask this stuff because you all are women and hang around women. Don't draw from
From experiences?
not just from experiences, just from the pool of women that you all know.
Okay, so can I do
Draw
that?
from those
We
experiences.
typically-
I'll
you know,
use-
we typically hang around
Don't-
people
Women that are
or
like
women
us.
that are like us.
Exactly.
And
But that,
okay,
but it's
and
irrelevant,
I'm
right?
telling you that's a whole lie.
There was a
That's a
study
whole
I
lie?
That's a
found.
whole lie.
I'm sorry. There was a study I found, and I'll share it with you guys so that you can share on YouTube because I know a lot of people are going to be like, "That's not true." In fact, women
Why
are
would they
cooking
say
more
that?
today than
Women are who more
generations
today?
before us, but men are also cooking more as well.
We ain't got no
Much
choice.
more.
Ain't got no choice.
I think probably because people are single longer, but women still
No.
Yeah.
cook.
No,
I
they
mean,
don't.
look, restaurants are open on Thanksgiving and Christmas now, and
Right.
they used to be closed back in the day. Whatever. But K Nikki, back to what you were saying. You know, you got two right here. You may know 10,000 other women who also do not fit
But
that
we
description. But
don't.
what's 10,000 to 2 billion, right? So it's kind of like it goes back to the analogy that I gave, I believe, last time you were here. If you're shopping for a car, 80% of the cars at this dealership are
Lemons.
not right, or lemons are not good cars. You're not going to shop there at all. Who cares to try to differentiate the 20% where majority of them are just bad completely. So when you open up and say, hey, we know two right here, you're kind of validating our point. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because
we're
talking, the majority makes the rules.
to weed out the thorns, the
Yeah.
thistles, the
But-
ones that don't work.
We have to
That's
do it
the
too.
whole
We
Right,
have
I
goal
get
of
that,
dating.
but at the
have to
same
weed out
time-
the guys
Both
who
ways.
don't
But at the
wanna
same
be
time, you guys need to
men in the
understand.
relationship.
You
We have
guys
to
need
weed
to
those
For
hear
out.
you,
and
but you
understand.
guys don't approach
You
anybody.
need to hear and understand the man's perspective, right? And that's what this show is founded on. It's founded
Okay.
on the man's perspective, which is it's not our responsibility to weed out the few from the many. That's
So
not
what
our
is your
job.
responsibility? Men are natural. You're prey. You seek prey.
Incorrect.
What?
Again, you cannot
Stop.
speak for us. We speak for ourselves.
Okay,
we're
so-
not hunters or preys.
not.
That's cliche. Men are
Yeah.
survivors.
Yeah.
We're logical people. We're builders. We're problem solvers. We're leaders. We're
Mhm.
that. But again, you cannot speak for us. We speak for ourselves.
Okay,
And again, it's
so
not
you
it's
don't
not our
go out and pursue women.
no, not at all.
You want them
No.
to pursue you?
Again, if you have to number one, if you have to pursue someone, they're not interested.
I mean, you don't want
What
to
do
ask
you
them
Okay.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
look,
so how do you
again,
see somebody?
Okay,
you're
time out. Let me
interested
finish
in?
my point,
You
right?
just gonna
Because
sit there and
y'all are
wait for
waiting
her
to
to come
respond and
over?
y'all are not heeding what I'm telling you
I'm
right
asking
now.
questions. What
Right?
do you do?
First, let me finish my point. Okay.
Okay.
Number
Just to
two,
make y'all repeat what
okay,
he says
number
after
two-
he says it, just to make sure.
number two, it's a bigger goal in mind. Okay. And that is family and prosperity, right? You're trying to progress through life. And if you both want love and happiness and you want a good person in your life to benefit from, you both should be chasing that together. Okay. It sounds illogical and it sounds trashy, as a matter of fact, to have one person a premeditated ideology about this person needs to pursue you based on gender. How sexist and hypocritical is that?
Narcissistic.
Right? I never want that type of woman in my life.
Whoa, this is
If she's
going
looking at me
left.
to pursue
Like,
her, chase her, or
This is
approach her first,
exactly how
however
it's
you want to
supposed
say
to
it.
no, you guys are.
This is how it is for
No.
everybody else except us.
Again, she's hypocritical
So
completely.
can I ask a question?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so two questions actually, because we covered a lot of things. The first one is we can only speak from our experiences. The only study I've seen about whether women cook or not that looked at it from a larger scale that was supposed to be unbiased said that women cook more than women of previous generations. But I have not conducted a study myself. I don't know if you guys have, right?
Well, here's our
But
study.
let me finish. Can I finish?
For all of our
I
life, we
thought you were
dealt with
asking a
women.
question.
No, that's what I am about to ask the question. So we can only speak from our personal experiences, and because we tend to be around people that are like us, we only know.
So
women
your
are cooked.
opinion is
So-
irrelevant.
Yeah.
Then
I
that
got
makes
it.
your
Go ahead.
Can I ask the
opinion
question?
irrelevant
Come
too.
on,
No, it
look.
doesn't.
Because you're
And I
speaking
will
from
tell
your
you why it's
personal
not.
experience.
No,
go ahead and
and
ask
things
your
you
question.
find on the internet.
Okay,
No.
but I want to know, in your experience, what percentage of women would you say cook?
Well, number one, if you want to ask to me, that's irrelevant. I really can care less. But
I mean, we're talking
I mean,
about it. That's what
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying.
answer that, but let him go.
Less than 2%.
Less than
Yeah.
2%.
we're talking 10
So you
years
guys
of.
meet a lot of women that can't cook.
Look, we're
No,
If
talking.
you said, I believe you. No, I
Right.
believe you.
Everybody
If you
knows
said-
this, man.
Well-
Everybody knows that cooking, cleaning, and all that females think is slavery now. It's submission. It's don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, I'm not your
Look.
slave. You better get your mammy to fix you a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never heard that? You ain't never heard that?
No, there are women
Oh,
out here
oh,
like
really?
that.
Now there's women.
No,
We're
I
telling you it's a
never
bunch. It's the
denied
I
that.
majority.
believe you. No,
We're
I
telling
don't
you
know.
it's the
I say it's the majority.
No, we're telling you it's the majority.
In your
You know why we can
experience.
tell you it's the majority?
In your
Because
experience.
we date them. Now I can
Number
have
one.
I know
30,000
women that are
people
not
call
like
up the
that.
website. We've been doing this show for 12 years.
12
okay.
years.
And we have never heard the other. And we hearing from people
You
from
know
Texas.
them in your own life, though.
No.
You know Nikki.
Yes. This is not an example of the world.
Okay.
We know people checking in from Texas, Florida, Canada, UK, people from New York, we just came from, all over the country, all over the world, saying the same thing we do. When we first started this show, we thought it was just us. We thought it was a Chicago thing. Then people start calling in from other places, saying, yeah, me too, man. Me too. The reason why we started this, because we were sitting at the table, and I was like, yo, they don't like to cook. He's like, yeah, I ain't met nobody that like to cook neither. She told me that I better fix my own sandwich. She told me I better fix my own plate. There are arguments that go 40 posts, 100 posts on if your woman should fix your plate or not. She ain't cook.
So how about we start highlighting the women that do these
Because
things?
there's
Let's
too
change
much
the
that's
trend
small. We're
here.
talking about
Let's change
the
the
general.
trend.
We're
Not
talking
gonna
about the majority.
change until we
We're talking
change it.
about
That's
the
not
problem.
right.
So let's
Yeah,
start
We're
that's not
talking
right.
about
ones
the
that do.
problem.
But this is how
If
you
we
highlight.
got 4 flat tires, let's start talking about how the odometer works.
Right.
Hey, isn't this a nice steering wheel?
So what is the
Listen,
No, we need to
I
talk
like
What
about
you're
how to
doing,
fix
you're
the
living in
flat
Wakanda.
tires.
You're living in Wakanda.
Solution.
You're living in
Part
a
of the
fictional
solution
place.
What is the solution?
Part of the solution is
You're living in a fictional place where all the niggas got it together. All right.
Oh,
And
really?
here's the thing. It's not the truth. That's not how it's going on right here. We got issues. Now, I know in Wakanda, because I used to kick it there. When crack hit the streets, Black Panther was out there making something, and he got it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But unfortunately for the rest of the world, we ain't have them yet. You know what I'm saying?
To answer your question,
What is the
Jasmine,
solution?
what is the solution? The solution is what we're doing now, addressing the problem. That's where it starts.
It's
You can't
not a
have a solution
solution.
before
This
you
is
first
just
identify the
complaining.
problem and who's responsible for
For
it.
12
Here's the
years, y'all
problem.
have been
So,
complaining.
Here's the problem. You guys are not even admitting that there's a problem.
I have
And it's
admitted here
obviously
last
a
time I was here
humongous
that
problem.
there's
Just
an
because
issue.
you cook doesn't mean
I
that the
don't
other
see
80% of
it.
women cook.
I don't know them women. I don't know those
What does it
women.
matter if you know them or not? You know now that they don't cook.
But
So what are you gonna do
it's
now?
your word against an unbiased study. Is it possible that because the same way? No, finish. No, let me finish. Is it possible the same way that we attract people
So,
that are
it's a
like
mute-
us? That
Are you saying that
attract men
the
like-
majority of Black women cook?
Yes,
I quit, man. I'm out of
Thank you
here.
for proving that point.
absolutely. Now
Mr. Legend has
bring your
dropped the
butt back.
mic.
Left the building.
Now bring your butt back.
No,
Legend has
the
dropped
majority
mic.
of Black women don't
Okay,
cook.
look.
Absolutely.
It blows my mind that
Majority of
women
Black women I
believe
know
the
cook.
stuff that other women tell each other.
I mean, look.
Because men, we date women and we get a whole different perspective.
I'm not taking away from the
But
reality.
listen for
that
1
you
second,
are-
please.
All
Just
three of you
listen.
been
1
in my
second,
house
please.
and know that I cook.
I already know that
Wes.
about you.
So
But
let's
what
highlight that
proven-
tonight.
I
Shout out to all the great Black women out there that cook.
hold it down. POP, hold it down.
All
Hold it
10
down.
of them.
Hold it down because Thanksgiving will be
It's-
completely
it's
irrelevant in the
100%
Black
cooking
community.
Black women in this
All 10.
room right
Restaurants
now.
are open on
Okay, that's
Thanksgiving
cool.
because
That's
all
cool.
Black women are cooking. For
That's
their
cool,
men.
and I appreciate
Can I
that.
say this?
Okay, Nikki, I've gone over her house and enjoyed many of meals, and sometimes I'm getting upset with her for not cooking certain things. I don't take that away from the women that do that. What I'm talking
It's not
about
the majority, man.
is I'm
not the
talking about the
majority.
majority, and what we're talking about is majority as men and men that
majority.
date men. Unless y'all start dating women and y'all ain't said nothing. From my experience of being on this
Jazz,
earth for 40 years,
they know
is
Can I
that
ask you something?
the
Yeah.
majority of them just don't do
They
that.
don't cook. No.
Why do we need you?
I think in general, because 2/3 of our community was raised in, well, first of all, it's not that we need me, because most matchmakers are not Black.
How you
There are
gonna be
Jewish
born?
matchmakers, there are white matchmakers. In fact, it's like
No,
a
you want
white
to talk about
people
matchmaking,
thing.
right?
But no. I'm
Let's talk about
saying
matchmaking. It's
yeah.
a white people thing, like, so it's not like a Black people need a matchmaker type thing. Matchmaking has been going on in the white community for a while. The vast majority of them are white or Jewish. It's a successful.
I'm not
people thing.
talking about that. I'm talking about
Okay.
us.
So I think the benefit that I
Because
bring
I-
and the unique challenges that we experience is 2/3 of us were raised in one or fewer parent households.
Okay.
And because of that, we didn't get a chance to see the model. Because even a lot of those households weren't even healthy relationships. I know some people who parents were married, still married, don't even sleep together, don't even like each other, don't even have relationships.
So you agree with us that is a problem?
we have to learn what a healthy relationship looks like. If we
Do
didn't
you
see it.
know who the biggest cohort of non-married women are?
Yeah, African American women.
Okay.
Well,
Is there
yes, but
hold on. That we
Well,
know
there-
that's the problem. It's got to be a problem, right?
Well,
It's
actually,
got to be a problem why
let me
these great
finish.
women. Hold on.
Can
There's
I
got to be a
finish?
problem why these great women are not marrying these great men. Why they're not getting together? Why Latinos or white people or
Just say everybody
whatever.
else.
Everybody else.
Okay,
I don't want to
so
be specific.
Here's
You know
the
what I'm saying?
thing: African American women actually married the same race; they just marry later in life. So all those studies that came out, they were measuring women that
You
were
got the
married
stats?
by the age of 30. I can find it for you. I
Oh,
won't. I can pull it up right now.
We have them.
Yeah. Why would
Okay.
you? But hold
So
on.
they
We've
marry
already covered
later in life.
Yeah. But here's the
Yeah.
thing.
So they still get married. They just
Here's
get
the
married
thing.
later.
Here's the thing. Why would you get married when you're old? You're supposed to get married when you're young and
Yeah,
raise
who,
a family.
who wants to wait
I
until all
don't
the
really
best
have
years
a-
are gone?
Where
I
does
think
that
I think
logic
when these
come
people
from? Who told you that?
every
You
the
get
whole
married
United
when you're
States of the
ready.
universe told
Wait,
me that.
That's
Nikki.
nonsense.
Okay,
You
Nikki, I'm
get
sorry.
married
Who
when
wants to
you're
wait
ready.
until
You don't.
who wants to wait until all their best years are gone before they can
People
enjoy
trying
life
to
with
get it
someone?
off their bucket list. That's why.
That
It
makes
should be
no
like.
sense.
You get
whatsoever.
married at 40 when you're done whoring and you're ready to settle down.
Who wants to do that?
Nobody
You should
wants
get
to do that.
married when
I
you're
know, I
mature enough
can't.
to understand.
Why are you getting mature
what
at
it
40 years
means
old?
To be married.
Why are you finally ready
Because
for a
it takes
family
some
at 40?
people a little longer to become
Because
mature.
there's problems
That's
here.
the
Apparently,
problem.
we're
That's-
talking about the black race people right now.
Yeah, apparently.
And
But
it's
anyway,
all- and
there's
not everybody
problems
else.
here.
And it's
There's
all the
problems.
woman's
You can
fault.
ignore the problems all you want. You can say, "Well,
It's
I
not
don't
about
do
ignoring
that."
the
Now you're-
But guess what? It's going
It's not a
on.
problem.
Almost
Somebody's
cousin.
not ready
It's
to get
going on.
married
And
until
it's
they're
all the
40 years
woman's fault.
old.
Well, fellas, for all the fellas who are listening to the show right now you know exactly why
Why what?
the
Yeah,
race
please
and the
explain.
community of people is in the situation that
Why?
it's in.
Why?
We done,
What did
son.
they
From
we
everything
learned
that you
today?
guys have
Because
said,
you
and that
guys
everything that you guys have
refuse to
enlightened
admit
for the
that there's a
listeners,
problem here.
you're telling everybody
Okay,
right
can
now
I give you guys
exactly.
some? Let's talk because
Well, hold on.
Hold on,
Number
let's
one, you got it
stop
right.
cutting each
Okay,
other off, man.
yeah. Again, they're telling you right now. They're breaking it down to you why our race is in the position that it's in. People, just listen
You
up
can't fix
because
this.
again, this is
Done,
it.
son.
This is it, and on full display. You know what I mean? Like, you don't wait until all your best years are gone before you decide to build a life with someone.
Right.
Okay. Number two, what man wants an old woman?
Right.
Okay.
You know how many
Number
Caucasians
three,
are
with-
waiting
with
until
kids.
they're in their
Number three,
late
apparently
30s,
not as much as
40s
us
to get
because the
married and
stats
start
say it.
families.
look,
Because the stats say
No,
it.
that's a trend with our
again,
generation.
I
So
don't
look
care
up
about the
stats on
trends.
that.
I don't care about
So
any
you
of that.
think
You can't
women
dictate
are
to
Nobody else
somebody
beginning, but
Look,
that's not the way.
where
it
the
the
is.
older-
maturity
older
level
women
is and
get-
when they're ready to get
The older
married.
women get, the more you lose as a woman. You get to a certain age,
I
you
look
can't have
good,
kids
and I'm
anymore.
almost 40. Just stop.
Again,
Are you getting personal again? Yes, you are.
Yeah,
again, you
I
get
don't care.
you get to a
Can't
certain
help
age,
it, man.
you can't
It's a
have
chip
kids
in there.
anymore, right? There are certain things that you can do at 20 that you can't do at 40. Okay, certain things you can do at 40 that you probably can't do at 60. This is just basic fundamentals of life, right? Okay,
Okay.
this is really the state of the black community that we're talking about. Okay, and again, we pretty much have a better idea as to why right now, because
Okay,
these are
so
the
raise your
basic
hand
fundamentals
if
of
you've
life.
been
As
married in this
everybody else, again, that
You're
is
getting
irrelevant.
personal again. Yes, you are.
That is completely
I'm
irrelevant,
saying, like,
right?
raise your
A
hand.
bomb on the street can
So
say
all
something
of
that is
us
valid.
are damn near,
Yeah.
if not
So,
40.
it ain't
So
about-
is there something wrong
it's
with
not-
you
it's
as
not
a man
about-
because you haven't been
No, of
married?
course
Again,
not.
it's
only
not
the
about a
woman's fault.
person's
It's only the
situation.
woman's fault.
And right
only the
now,
woman's
the fact that they're over talking us again gives more merit to what we always
Y'all
been
have
saying
been
on
over
this show.
talking us the whole
entire
night.
Okay.
time.
Well, actually,
What?
Jasmine has had majority of the mic time. Okay.
'Cause
Every
I got-
time
I'm
one of us
speaking
step up and get on the mic,
facts.
we're either cut off, we're not listened to, and you guys are just waiting to respond instead of listening to what we are saying.
Exactly.
That's pretty much what's going on right now.
Why are you so
Okay.
angry though?
Okay.
Like,
Again, you can say I'm angry. I don't get into
I mean,
labeling.
we
Whatever.
here, like,
I'll listen
we're having
listen
a
to the show for a long
conversation.
time. Again, nobody's angry.
Like talking
But
to
again,
a brick wall, man.
that's cliche, right? Because
Yeah,
again,
I'm
they don't
not-
like what's
just
being
because you
said.
say it, I'm
Hey, I
not
love
gonna
you
receive
guys.
it.
Okay. Again, you can call it.
Wait, say that again.
Just because you say something, just like you said earlier, just because it's on Facebook, you're not gonna believe it. Just because you say something, because no, I have not heard a statistic. All I hear is actual
Well,
experiences.
because you have
Now
to
I
listen.
can give you real statistics, right?
Because again, you have to listen.
Because you know what? Here's what statistics
I
say,
have real
right?
statistics too.
Black men oftentimes marry white women, right?
I don't
They
know.
marry
marry
everybody,
anybody,
Hispanic,
yeah.
Asian, whoever
Okay.
treats them right for the most part. I
They
don't know.
marry whoever treats them right? Black women marry white men, right?
Black women are
the least
But
married.
over 70% single in America. They double everybody else.
Okay,
So
that's
no.
not true. But
No. Well, you admitted that was true early in the show.
no, I didn't admit that. I said that black women get married later in life. 70% of black women are not single.
Are you a Trump
But
supporter?
do you know that? No, I'm not. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. But do you know that African American men who marry white women have the highest divorce rates of all interracial marriages?
Is this specifically white women or just any other women?
White women.
Okay, and what's the problem?
Extremely high divorce rates.
Okay, so
Okay,
All right, getting
black men
married-
who marry black women have extremely high divorce rates.
Everybody got extreme.
Except when black women marry white men, extremely low divorce rates. So
All
we
five
try
of
and make
them,
it
they
no,
still going?
no.
So, but black women are still.
There are hundreds
Yeah,
of
but they're still over
thousands. There are
70%
hundreds of
single.
thousands black women who are married to white men. So I said all that to say, and I'm not even still
They-
trying to use that to point the finger. I'm just saying that there's not. We're trying to.
But
make
no,
it
that's
seem like
exactly what you're doing.
black
But
women
they
are
can't-
the fault.
again,
And
the
like,
numbers
maybe
don't lie. Black women are over 70% single. They double everybody else in the country.
black
So,
women are-
this is
so the
well-
five white guys that they do
30% of
marry,
black
is,
Oh, okay, look, man.
is
I don't
irrelevant.
like talking like facts don't exist, and that's kind of like what we're doing right now,
You haven't-
right? Okay,
I just
again,
said- Yeah,
I know
I'm
the
not
brothers
saying
gonna be
again,
mad
I'm not
as hell
saying
at this
black
one.
women are single because they're just stupid or unattractive. A lot of them are single because they want to be. You know what I mean? Simply by choice.
They'll
that's
tell
true.
you. They'll
Okay,
tell you.
I mean, my thing is this.
That's
Hey,
absolutely
whatever they
true.
want to do, hey, cool. My thing is don't point the finger at somebody else for your own choices. A lot of them are
Who's
victims of
pointing
their
the
own
finger,
circumstances.
though?
A lot of them do. But again, it's unfair, okay, to really kind of have this dialogue because we've been doing this show for over 10 years.
But what are
So
some
again, we're not
examples of
speaking
the
from
way black
opinion
women
And
or
y'all
play
personal
their
y'all
experience.
just want to vent.
We're speaking over 12 years of research.
No, we speak
You know what I
facts
mean?
on the show.
But
I'm sorry.
again, I
But how
get
do
it.
we
You've
fix
only
it?
spoken, and I don't even know if that fact is real because I haven't seen it at 70%. But you've only
Okay,
given me
look,
one.
we
like,
have
everything else is like,
we have to respect the person that is speaking on the mic, please, because it's hard to get a point across,
Yeah.
and it's becoming like a conundrum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
It's getting
people are
messy.
starting to forget what they're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, again, back to the initial point. No one wants to marry later on. No one wants to wait until all their good years are gone before they decide to build a life with someone. Okay, that is no man doesn't. Okay, maybe women do, but as men, we don't. Again, Black Men Vent is based on the male's perspective.
Why y'all got
Okay,
women on the show?
And I think a hard
So we can
again
prove a
is to
point.
help bring merit to the male's perspective.
Do
That's
y'all
why
only-
women are
do
here.
y'all only date black
But
women?
again, you're cutting me off
Date
again.
everybody.
You have to
Okay,
respect.
so why
you have
haven't it worked with
Tom,
women?
you
if
got to
it's so much
respect the
better?
mic.
I don't know. I just started.
Hold on, you got to respect the mic. Okay, let me finish my point. All right. Again, the problem is whenever men give their perspective or their ideology, women disagree with it. And again, as a woman, you cannot disagree when men are basically talking about how it feels to urinate. You don't know. You have to heed what we're saying. You may not like it, fine, but you have to heed what we're saying because again, it's our perspective. Big Country tried to mention that earlier. Unless you are a man who dates women, you wouldn't know. You would have no clue.
I think we
and that's
admitted
pretty
that.
much what we're getting at. Well, actually, you guys didn't, but again, that's irrelevant because you guys speak from a personal perspective.
You guys are
And
speaking from a personal
No, we're not.
perspective.
No, we're not.
Because
We've
you
been,
have
again,
studies.
we're speaking from 12 years of research from doing this show.
On a show of people who all
Right.
agree with you. It's
No.
black men that want to call into bed.
Do you
Again,
think that you're the first guest?
Again, you're
on the
proving
show?
our point to all of our listeners who've been listening to the show for over 12 years
And
right
I'm
now.
sure if I were to go on my
They
Facebook
know.
Live, you'd be proving my point.
But again, you're speaking out of turn, right? We've been doing this show for over 12 years.
what is
We
your
got
point?
people who've
You
been
keep
listening
saying
to us
don't
for over
talk.
12
Get
years.
to your point. What's your point?
Again, you cannot rush my point. You have to listen
This
to
is
the
my
show.
point.
You are a guest, right? We invited you here. You're a guest.
Yeah, but
okay?
you're not just gonna talk to me any type of way because I was being respectful, but you got out of
Okay.
line, you raised your voice and you changed
Again,
your tone.
my voice has not raised, but again,
You
that's we're
changed your
getting
tone.
off the side. We're getting off point.
Okay.
Okay, Big Country tried to say earlier, right? Unless you're a man, you would not know how women interact with men, our experience with them as far as the cooking and how they interact with us. Both of you guys jumped to the conclusion that you spoke from a personal opinion, which is completely irrelevant to the fact, right? We're talking about the majority, okay? It's obvious you cannot say all people or whoever does what. But again, the majority makes the rules. The majority sets the tone, not the minority.
The exception does not make the rules, lady.
Okay, guys. So
Ladies, I'm sorry.
this is what we're going to say. This is what I'm going to say. I can't say we. This is what I'm going to say. Your experience does not mean that
Did we
it's the
just tell you
experience-
that it's not
No,
our
Let me finish. But listen to me. What I'm saying, you have a thing called
I'm
Black
sorry.
Men Vent. It draws black men who want to vent about their
No.
experiences with black women.
Just because that's the title.
Incorrect.
Did you
I-
think
I would
Sesame
advise you
Street
to
was
go
just
back-
about the block?
Go
Okay.
back and do some research on the
Listen,
show for
y'all,
the past 12 years we've
listen,
been doing it.
I
That
can
way
we
you
can
can-
talk
Did you
about
think Fox News is
issues.
about little dogs in the
No,
woods?
we can talk about issues, and if we want to talk about actual facts, studies, numbers, I'm with you. But you can't just say something and say it. You can tell me how it makes you personally feel, or people
We
you
don't
talk
do
to.
feelings here. We do
Just
facts.
as just
We
as
don't do
me and
feelings
Kristen said, hey, we know women that cook.
Well-
That don't mean all of them
I
cook,
mean,
but we know women
Okay.
ourselves
why
that
are
cook.
Okay,
we providing
okay.
solutions?
Didn't we just
Okay,
tell you
this
that
is-
the
this is
exception
part
does
of-
not make the
That's
rule?
it. That's
Didn't we
what
just
it is.
tell you
I
that?
get it if
What are we
women
lying
are
here?
So bad. Let's offer them solutions.
Okay,
to
that's
be
why-
Why?
this
This
is
is exactly
They
why.
definitely
I get that
This
part.
is exactly
And you know
why.
what, guys? Here's
Exactly
the
why.
thing, though. This is, and I really genuinely mean
We,
this. And I
this
mean
is
this
exactly
too.
why y'all 70% single,
No.
because we sit up here and we tell y'all what's up, and you sit up here and fight us about it.
But I
All day
can
long.
get 4 men that
And
say
you
something
proving that right
completely
now.
Different. But here's the thing, and I completely, and I mean this. 100%.
Did you hear what I said? They can't hear what I'm saying.
Listen, I
because
heard
they
exactly
turn
what
right
you
back
said.
around
They don't
and,
care.
and
Listen.
contradict what
They
we
don't care.
just said 2 seconds ago.
I think
We said the exception doesn't make the rule, and she still come back and say, "Well, y'all talking for prison. We don't do that. And y'all talking from experience." Like
No, that's
we
not- I
told
said,
you,
how do we
12
fix it?
years doing the show. People from Texas to UK told us this. We got statistics. We got this.
You got
y'all
statistics?
speaking from yes.
where
We got on BlackMenVentTV
from just your group,
No.
from the CDC. How about that?
CDC. That show me those. I'll believe you if you
I'll
show
show
me
you all
those.
day.
Please show me those. Show me those.
Show you what? That black women are the least married.
No, I agree to that.
Okay.
You asked me, and I said black
And the
women.
whole thing was that
I'm
there's a
not gonna
problem.
deny
There's a
that.
problem because they're the least married,
And
right?
of course, it's the black woman's fault.
There's a problem there.
But
Look.
The black woman is the chooser. All she has to do is choose a good guy, right?
guys, this is what I think because I
You
hear
wanna
your
answer me?
frustration.
Say you don't wanna answer me.
I can't
Say I
answer
pass.
that. I cannot answer
Oh, no,
that
I
because there's
pass.
no study behind it, and I don't date women. But I can tell you this: I honestly believe that if you guys are seriously this frustrated with black women, you gotta go find love where love finds you.
Let me get you on the right page. Number one, we're not
You
frustrated with
gotta
black
go find
women.
love where love finds you. Don't,
We
don't-
had that show a long
Well,
time
again,
ago. We way ahead of you
That was
on
way
that.
past
We
that.
way
That was
past
probably
that.
back in 06 or
So why
07.
We
still
way
bitching
past
about
that.
black
Again,
women?
Because there's a
Again,
bunch of dudes out here that
don't know.
We
that
brought you here so
that
you could
I
prove our
need some
point. That's
enlightenment.
why.
If black men are
That's
if
sad,
so-
though.
and
So you
certain
should
because I know
never-
this is
But
not
look,
the majority
as-
of black
never
men, but if the
want to do
black
that to
men
one
that
another.
feel this
But look,
way,
as far
I
as
do
think
what?
you gotta go
As-
find love.
as
where-
far as your
go where
initial
love
statement when you
finds
said are
you.
black
No,
women
that- no.
responsible?
And I said it to black men and black women.
Again, no man can tell a woman what to do with her body. She has the final say so as far as who she lays down with and if she decides to go through a pregnancy or not. That is her choice. If any man in here gets you pregnant, you have the option and the choice to say, nope, I'm getting an abortion, and there's nothing that man can do about it. So when you ask question, is it on the woman? Yes, it is. It's her choice. Nobody can tell her what to do with her body. If they do, it's illegal. He goes to jail.
All right. Quick thoughts because we gotta roll this out. Okay, Nikki. Closing up, you ain't got nothing to
I
say.
am
You're
just
flabbergasted, huh?
completely taken aback by this conversation.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Completely.
Big country.
Beavers and ducks.
All right. And Jasmine Turner, do you want to tell us where we can reach you at and take advantage of
No.
your match? Thank you.
Don't contact me. What I will say is, I think at some point we have to stop pointing the finger, whether you're a man or a woman.
Right.
Whether you're a man or a woman, you have to start pointing the finger. And there are a lot of happy black men out here, and so you got to figure out what did he do to attract the type of man that he attracted, the type of woman he attracted.
Yeah. Well, I guess by that comment she meant we're not happy. Actually, I'm very happy.
Happen in a relationship is what I was thinking of.
Wait, that's what I'm talking about. I'm very happy. I think Legend is as well. But accountability and integrity is the key.
Yeah.
And obviously in the black community, we lack that completely. Not
Unless-
all of us, but yeah, it is
Just
lacking.
the women, right?
And that's why I don't see any really
Yeah. When
any way out
when
of it.
people don't acknowledge the problem until we get, that's why Quest say it's open, until we can come to the table and we say, hey, we feel about this, and y'all say, okay, we acknowledge that, we'll work on that. Well, you'll never hear that from you. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, man. Accountability yeah is the word. So
God bless you.
you have to be accountable for what you're talking about. You cannot come out here and just say, hey, none of these problems exist. The most women, the biggest cohort of single women is
We
black
never
women.
said
That does not, you can't just ignore that. You just cannot ignore that. Okay, you can't ignore that and say, oh, y'all
You
should
can't
be
ignore
happy.
the divorce rates of black men. So it's not like black
okay,
men are
this is
having
my
successes
final
with
word.
other women. They have high divorce rates
Reach
no
us
matter what
at
rate.
BlackMenVent.com. Thank you for coming to intellectualradio.com today. Please follow us on Twitter at BlackMenVent, and good night. I'm sorry, y'all.